And Sean Lane here with PWE Report, and we are proud to have Robert Ego Anthony join us for the first time on the recorded podcast. We've had him on Instagram Live,
Right.
and he's talking about the upcoming show for Ego Pro Wrestling, Battle at the Dome, which features his match with Chico Suave. And currently, we know him as the AAW Heritage Champion. Had a big fight with Rafael Quintero earlier this month.
Yep.
And AAW will be back next month. And we also know you made your CSW return. Was that
That's my debut.
That's your debut. Okay. I wasn't sure. Your debut, right. That was huge. So welcome on PWE Report, and talk about how you're feeling going into this weekend for Ego Pro.
Catch me at a crazy time. I had to get Band-Aids. My kid fell off his scooter.
Oh no.
Break himself up. So I'm in a predicament here this fine evening at 9:00 at night. But yeah, man, April 26th, this Saturday. When is this coming out?
I'm going to try and get this up tomorrow.
Right. So
yeah.
In 2 days, this Saturday, we go to the Dome via Papa Magoos here in Shorewood, Illinois. The first time wrestling has came to the fabulous city of Shorewood. It's not Joliet, but it's damn near close to it. This is a very ambitious project of mine because the Dome is ginormous. August Matthews keeps calling it the Tokyo Dome because of how big it is, right? Well, but we're going to block off a section. We're going to start small at the Dome. And if this thing grows, then we can move into the bigger side of the Dome. But if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, they are available. As of this recording, there are 6 third-row seats left. Front row and second row is sold out. And then we have this first-time ever thing. I'm not a drinker, but Papa Magoos is offering an open bar package from doors open till the show is over, which is pretty wild.
Right. That's awesome.
Right. So yeah, man, April 26th, we're gonna try to create something new.
Yes, for sure. And Ego Pro in the past has been really innovative. It's really evolved since a year ago when it began.
Yeah, man. Like, we're going on about 2 years on this crazy ride. In the last 2 years, I feel we did a lot. Right. At first, it was just baseball shows. Then it became the Windy City Thunderbolts baseball, and then we did the shows at Navarro Farm. Then the Forge, and then now a year later, we have the Joliet Slammers. We have Olympia Fields. You know what I mean? Now the Dome. I have some other things in the works that I can't talk about, but like we're moving. Like we're bringing a fun, like different atmosphere to an already like packed independent scene. You know what I mean?
Definitely. And we're excited to see all the matches take place, including your match with Chico. You guys are really go at it every time. It seems personal.
Here's a spoiler alert. Me and Chico are the main event on the Dome. It's going to be a fight. This man won't stop talking about the Lucha Launch. But yeah, that will be the main event of the show for the evening is Chico versus myself. We have some surprises for that one.
Okay, that's cool. So you can maybe some run-ins, unexpected, or
I mean, anything could happen.
Yeah,
anything could happen.
And when the Papa Magoo venue opened up, talk about having the opportunity to hold this event under their dome. Like this is like your WrestleMania for Ego Pro.
I think that the Forge is my WrestleMania.
Okay.
Right? Because the Forge is what started all this.
Right.
I took a chance, and the Forge took a chance on me. And like the last one, we had Kofi Kingston on it. So like that is where I think all roads end to the Forge every single year. That's my plan, right? Everything we do throughout the year is going to build to the Forge.
Okay.
This Papa Magoos thing is a happy pit stop before the summer. And if we could turn this into something, then I could see Papa Magoos being a multi-year event, maybe twice a year, or something.
Okay.
My theory is I don't want to burn out, right? So I don't want to run every single month. And I think that kind of burns out a lot of fans and a lot of a lot of hype. Do you know what I'm
Right.
saying? So Papa Magoos via the Sports Dome here, it's my plan is to do it once or twice a year
Sure.
and make it super special. But every show that we do will lead to the Forge. Spoiler, I do have a Forge date booked. I'm not announcing it yet because I'm waiting on a few things because, like I said, I throw everything the Forge. I'm not going to be able to top Kofi Kingston, but I'm going to try.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like that last Forge show was something special. It was WWE sent Kofi Kingston, contract to talent. AEW sent Top Flight, contract to talent. TNA sent JDC, contract talent. I'm very proud to say that Forge show had all three companies currently contract talent under one independent roof. And I don't think that'll happen again, but I'm going to try.
Okay. Hey, there's no point in not trying, right? I mean, you can top it off.
I'm
right?
telling you right now, the reason why I'm not announcing the Forge yet, because I have big ambitions and I'm waiting for yeses and nos. Because if I can pull off what I want to pull off, it'll be just as special as last year. But
For sure.
But that's last year. We're talking about in 2 days from now, April 26th, this Saturday. Did you get your ticket yet?
Yes. Yes.
Got your ticket?
I do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Awesome.
Yeah, we'll be front row, and we're excited because women wrestling is hotter than ever. So why does Eagle Pro offer some of the best women's matches?
Right. So I always say, okay, so my daughter's 5, and every show I want at least 1 to 2 women's matches on the show as a good representation. This event, there's a triple threat. And the reason why there's not 2 girls matches on the show is because of Squared Circle Expo.
Right.
A lot of people are booked, and I couldn't get what I wanted. Right. So we have Reagan Lydell, we have Amina and Lily Pescadita, and they're going to tear it up. It's going to be an amazing night.
Yeah, for sure. All 3 names are pretty recognizable in the Chicago wrestling scene, and even in the Midwest.
Always. I mean, I'm super proud of them. Super proud of how they've grown as performers and people. And they're putting on killer matches. And then we got the regulars, you know what I mean? My personal favorite, my gambling friend, Solomon Tupu. Yeah. You know what I mean? His whole Iowa car will be there. And then we got the the bullies that are Coda, Hernandez, and Alfonso Gonzalez, who bully me every week on Potting with Ego. And then the bros singles matches, Ryan Matthews, who I think the world of, Trip Jordy, who Solomon Tupu keeps trying to convince me is a terrible person. He will be on the show. And then we have, everyone's friend Chico, who I am going to obliterate.
For sure. And like you said, because of this STX, you can't have not just the female names, but also the male names, like a Trevor Outlaw. Probably not available, right?
Right. Yeah. Trevor was supposed to be on my show, but yeah, he had Squared Circle. I had a few guests that I wanted to get on the show, but I'm not going to say who the guest was. I was going to fly in someone for the Dome.
Okay.
But there was flight issues. I couldn't get them to Chicago because of where they were the day before. There was no direct flights to Chicago. And the reason why I'm not going to announce that name is because we're going to bring that person to the Forge this year. And I have a whole video package that I want to do to make it special. So I don't want to spoil who that person is, but they were going to come to the Dome. But like, I just logistically, even if I spent $1,500 on a flight, I still couldn't get them to Chicago on time. Like the flight was like, when I booked it, it would say they would arrive at 5 p.m. plus 20 hours. Like there was 20-hour layovers.
Wow.
But it just didn't make sense. But when that deal does come together, we'll be at the Forge. It will be special. It'll be fun. So So it's just our crew. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm pretty happy with the ticket sales. I was worried for a while about the draw, but now that WrestleMania is over, my email is going off with tickets. I'm pretty happy about it. We're projecting right now, because I just checked right now, north of 240 people. So I'm super happy about that. This damn third row won't sell out. I want. If you're thinking about coming, there's 6 seats left. Sell out this damn third row, man. I would really appreciate that because I think that'll look amazing. And then general admission, and then the VIP all you can drink is a front row ticket that we have blocked off. So it's going to be a special night, man, and I'm going to do everything I can to make it special.
Definitely. Are you going to be the heated person in this match with Chico? Because, I mean, a lot of people, they come, they support you, they love you, but are you looking to get heat in this match, or you don't know yet?
Listen, I'm a baby face in Joliet.
Mm-hmm.
I can't stop that. That's the hometown. Right. This show's in Shorewood. It ain't Joliet.
Right.
So I'm not going to be a good guy here.
Nice.
I'm not going to be a good guy here.
So
yeah.
People in front row have to watch out then.
Oh my goodness! Hey, you know what's crazy? Front row, you guys get your own waitress. I haven't really announced that. Like, there's going to be front and second row get their own waitress. This is pretty new and weird, right? So I'm just trying to do something different. I'm trying to do something different.
That's cool, man. I can't wait to hear more about this because I feel like, you know, with what you're doing is you're helping the Chicago talent kind of like broaden, get better, and we've seen the WWE ID program do that for talent nationwide. So you were part of the WWE developmental before. So you think that they will develop TV talent for years to come with this process?
What are you asking? Say it again. What's the question?
The WWE ID program. How do you think it will develop the TV talent for years to come?
I don't know too much about the ID program. All I know, it's a gateway to NXT. Right. Mm-hmm. So I think that this is good for independent names and to get their foot in the door to start training at the Performance Center. As far as getting ready for TV, I mean, anything helps with that. It's all about who the coach is and who's giving these people the information they need. But I think ID is just built on seeing who's out there and keeping an eye on them to see if they're ready to go to NXT. But time will tell on that, right? Because if you noticed, they haven't signed anyone new lately. There was that giant influx of people, and now they're just kind of at a halt because I think that they're just watching what they have. And unfortunately, the way this business goes is that 90% of these people that got those contracts are going to get either let go or get brought up to NXT, and then they're going to do a whole nother round of WWID talent. You know what I mean? That's just the turnaround, the way this works. Some people make it, some people don't. You know what I mean? If wrestler A, I don't want to put anyone on blast, but if wrestler A in November got the WWE contract November this year, they might not have it again if they didn't perform the way they wanted to. So it's Game of Thrones sometimes. We'll find out. We'll see how it goes. It's all new.
Yeah. And you know, hoping, of course, Kylie does it, but, you know, gets in there for Chicago, right?
Right. You know, we're always rooting for the people that we know personally.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Because you have a personal investment in that. You watch them struggle through wrestling in front of 10 people to 100 to 200 to 400, and now this bigger stage. You want to say you were there from day one. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's good.
I wanted to give you a chance to plug your podcast, Potting with Ego.
Right. Yeah, Potting with Ego, available wherever you get your podcasts. Myself and co-hosts Coda Hernandez and Alfonso Gonzalez. If you're into them bullying a 42-year-old man every single Friday, go ahead and tune in. My wife was even on one of the episodes, and they got her to bully me. And I'm not digging this new format, but apparently other people are. Every time we record, it's a new way to make fun of me. But we do tell a lot of different stories, and some fun conversations are had. This Friday's episode is with Chico. He returns to the podcast, and we kind of interviewed Chico and talked with him, and then that's what we're gonna do. And then next week's podcast will be all about those guys being in Vegas and the Dome, right? So how successful that turns out to be. But yeah, so if you're into me getting made fun of, potting with ego wherever you get your podcast today.
For sure. You've had a lot of good ones, including you had Danny Daniels and you had Mike Pekovich from AAW. So that brought me back as a longtime fan.
People talk about those 2 episodes with high regard. A lot of people said they loved the interview with Danny and Mike.
Yeah, same here. And we recently lost Steve Mongo McMichael. Can you talk about your memories of him?
That was today. Yeah, that sucked. I love Steve Mongo McMichael, and I'm a huge fan of him as a person. The first time I met him was because we had a mutual friend by the name of Joe Gomez. Now, Joe Gomez looks exactly like Steve Mongo McMichael. If you go to YouTube and type in Joe Gomez WCW, he was a WCW jobber, but he was over with all the boys. Everyone loved him. I met Joe Gomez when I was living in Tampa, and he's the most caring. Me and him were texting today about Mongo. He's the most caring, amazing person in the world, and he just happened to be really good friends with Mongo. So when I had the chance to meet Mongo in Chicago, I was like, "Hey, I'm friends with Joe Gomez," and he's like, "What?" And then that's how me and Mongo kind of striked up a good friendship. And every time I met Mongo out somewhere, like I would meet him at a bar. He'd be randomly at a bar. One of the photos I post, me and him were backstage guests at a casino for a draft party. And then another one was I randomly saw him at a restaurant. And the last time we saw each other, we took a photo at the restaurant, and we're talking about wrestling. We're talking about Joe Gomez, and he goes, "Hey, check this out." And he pulled up a 2-minute YouTube video of all Mongo McMichael's botches. Someone make a YouTube video of him messing up moves, and he's just laughing after every botch. And we sat there and watched this video for 2 minutes. And Mongo is the definition of meet the people you idolize, because he never disappointed. When I was doing my YouTube show, which is not around anymore, he did the intro to the YouTube show. He always had time to talk with me about wrestling and the people we had mutual friends with. And unfortunately he lost his battle today. But he fought hard, man. He fought hard. And a lot of people that know him are going to miss him. So for me, it's Team Mongo McMichael forever.
Yeah, definitely well put. And then when you had the chance to surprise people at CSW, do you feel like that's missing today's wrestling? Is that, that surprise? I feel like with social media, a lot of stuff gets announced or leaked.
Yeah. Yeah, we were able to keep that a secret. That was pretty fun. Missa Kate was supposed to be in my position. It was supposed to be Missa Kate, and she ended up having to do something else. And CSW called, and they said, "Hey, you want to come in?" I said, "I'm only coming in if I'm doing something with Tupu." And they go, "Well, actually, here's what you're doing." And I said, "You know what? I'm in." Because right now, Tupu is my favorite wrestler in person in the world right now. And to be perfectly honest, if they said I was doing anything else, I wouldn't have came. I said, as long as I'm doing something, I'm going to come. And it was my first time at CSW. It was fun. That venue is outrageous. It's wild, man. You guys packed that place, and I had a good time. I wrestled the Boz.
Yeah.
Hey, you know who's going to be at the Boz is coming to the Dome.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, awesome. He's coming to hang out. He messaged me today. He goes, "Hey, can I come and hang out at the Dome?" I said, "Absolutely." So the BOZ will be in attendance at the Dome, hanging out.
Wow, that's great news right there, man. Hopefully, you and Boz will mix it up one day in a singles affair, maybe.
I have plans for the BOZ.
Okay.
and I'm not going to spoil them. But trust me, he is on my list to do some fun stuff with.
For sure. Well, if there's anything else you'd like to plug besides Eagle Pro, go ahead.
No, that's it, man. At Eagle Pro Chicago on all socials, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at Eagle Pro Chicago. If you're thinking about going to a show this weekend, come on over to us, Shorewood at the Tokyo Dome. The link is in the bio on all the socials. Come hang out with us. It's going to be a party. Afterwards, there's two options. Either we're going to hang out at Papa Magoos, which is attached to the dome, or we're going to Harris Casino Joliet. And, and so those are the only two options. But I'm letting you know, nobody's going home early. If you go to random independent shows after the shows, the wrestlers are gone.
Right.
At my shows, they stick around for good or bad. It's either good when we're hanging out at Papa Magoos or bad because we're hanging at the casino. It's going to turn good. So grab those tickets, and then we'll see everyone on Saturday. We'll see you on Saturday.
Yes, for sure. We'll see you Saturday, Robert. And make sure to get your tickets for Battle at the Dome, Eagle Pro Wrestling this Saturday. Make sure to see Chico and Eagle Anthony battle it out in the main event and be there live.
This is Robert Anthony in my car. Unprofessional, I know, but it had to happen. Giving a shout out to the PWE report. You're listening and I'm listening. Let's go.